Kelly with Coffee Cups and Books, and today I'm doing the Would You Rather tag. Now, first, my coffee cup of the day, this one right here, I got it from Goodwill, actually, not that long ago. I went to Goodwill looking to see if they had any good books. They didn't, but I did see this coffee mug, and it was only 99 cents. But I thought it was fun. It's, navy blue, and then it's got like this, I don't know, terracotta type color on the inside, I guess. But I thought it was cute and 99 cents. And I love the shape of it. So it's just really fun. Yeah, I told my husband, I was like, look, I got another mug. He's like, do you need one? I was like, it's for the videos. He was like, oh, okay. But no, I just thought it was cute. So I got it. So I was tagged to do this like almost a month ago. So this will actually come out over that. So yeah, Emily from M Reads a Continuing Education tagged me in this like a month ago, and I'm slow to get to the tags, but I'm getting through them. I'm getting to them. And I will put her video in the description down below, and you should definitely check it out. So Emily's a great booktuber, and I love watching her. And this was created by Kat at Curious Cat and Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. I haven't watched either of them like ever, so I definitely need to. I'm always on the hunt for other booktubers to watch. I just love watching different booktubers and their styles and different reading tastes, and just to learn about new books and stuff. So yeah, but I will put their information down below as well. Okay. And I'm trying to remember, I watched Emily's video of this, but it's been like a month. So I'm trying to remember, from what I remember, I think some of the questions were kind of like, ooh, I don't know what I would choose. So I'll have to see. Just pulled it up. So I'm going to go through these, and hopefully they're not too tough. But yeah, it looks like there's 17 questions. So we'll see. All right, so the prompts. Number 1, never read more than one book from the same author, and you can't reread either. Or only read books from one author of your choice. Ooh. So you can only read one author one time, or only read books from one author total. I'm going to have to go with never read more than one book from the same author, because if you only read books from one author of your choice, that's all you can read. And if they're done publishing, then that's it. Like, that's all you can read. At least if you pick books, you can never read one book from the same author. You could at least have more variety, and there's like never ending books you can read. Just, it would stink if I couldn't read from like the same author, someone I really like, twice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that. All right, number 2. Read a book with an unlikable main character, or your favorite character dies. I'm such a character reader too. Oh, I don't like books with unlikable main characters, but I wouldn't want my favorite character to die. I'd probably cry. Okay, I'm going to say my favorite character dies. I know, I'm sorry. I just don't like unlikable main characters. I don't like it. So I'd probably end up not liking the book. But I could still like a book if my favorite character dies. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, number 3. Start your library from scratch, but you can't rebuy any of the books that were on your shelves before, or never be allowed to add a new book to your current library. Nope. I couldn't get rid of these books and never have them. I couldn't get rid of Pride and Prejudice and never own it again. I couldn't get rid of Lord of the Rings and never own it again, or Stormlight Archive or anything like that new. So I would say I would never be allowed to add a new book to my current library. So I could keep my books I have and just not buy anymore. That's fine. That's what libraries are for. That's what libraries are for. It would be tough, but I can't imagine not owning a copy of Pride and Prejudice. I can't imagine not owning a copy of The Lord of the Rings. Like, nope, can't do it. Like not owning any of my Brandon Sanderson books, like Tress of the Emerald Sea. I love that book. I can't imagine not owning that. Nope, can't do it. All right, these questions are tough. All right, number 4. Your favorite author never publishes anything new, or only publishes bad books from now on. That's easy. My favorite author is Jane Austen, and she will never publish anything new. So I'm going with that one. So yeah, I'm already used to that. Number 5, read only one of your favorite genres, or read as widely as you want, except in that one favorite genre. Oh, I would say my favorite genre is probably fantasy. So if I could only read fantasy or read everything but fantasy, that's tough. That's really, really tough. I would say read everything but fantasy. Yeah, it would be awful not to be able to read fantasy again, but at least I could read other things. 'Cause if I only read fantasy, I would get burnt out and I wouldn't want to read anymore. But if I could read other things like romance, historical fiction, things like that, then at least I'd have some variety. So I'm going to go with that. Okay. Number 6, be stranded forever on a deserted island with a full library, or still live in society, but books have disappeared. Okay. Deserted island. Does that mean my husband can come too? I'm that's tough because I love reading, obviously, but I'm gonna say live in society, but books have disappeared because I am a people person. I need to have people. I can't just be alone. I couldn't do it. If my husband was with me on the island, I think I'd be all right. I think I'd be all right. But if it was just me, I'd go crazy. I couldn't do it. Even with books, I couldn't do it. I have to talk to someone. I have to be around people and converse and laugh. So I'd have to still live in society, but books have disappeared. And that would be tragic. But I personally need people. I am an extrovert, very, very much so an extrovert. So yeah. So that's why being a teacher works, because I'm talking to people all day. True. I'm telling them, write your name on your paper, please. Don't forget, you're in 3rd grade. But yeah. All right, number 7. Read only 5-star series, but they're unfinished. Or they all have, or read only thick standalones with a bunch of info dumping. I'm going to have to go with thick standalones with a bunch of info dumping. I can't imagine reading these great series that don't finish. The frustration levels would be up to here. No, I couldn't do it. So, that's part of the reason why I haven't continued on with the Kingkiller Chronicles. I read book 1 and I really liked it, but then I found out that he has not finished. So I'm like, I'm not going to read anymore. I'm not until he's written more, until he finishes. So yeah, that's part of the reason I haven't read Game of Thrones, is because he's not finished yet. So why bother? So yeah. Plus, I heard Game of Thrones is pretty brutal and that characters die all the time. So I know I wouldn't like that. All right. Let's see. Number 8. Always get book twists spoiled. Ugh. Or they all have an open ending, or the killer isn't caught. Oof. I'm going to say open endings or the killer isn't caught, because having a book twist spoiled would be awful. I wouldn't want to read it then, because I'd be like, I already know what happens. But having an open ending or a killer isn't caught, as unsatisfying as that would be, at least the twist wouldn't be spoiled. I guess it kind of would be, because that'd be the twist. I don't know, maybe not. No, I'm going to go with that. Have an open ending or the killer isn't caught. Yeah, because that could be done well. So yeah. All right. Oh, number 9. A great love story, but with historical inaccuracies. Or a toxic or meh love story, but great historical world building. As much as historical inaccuracies bother me, I'm going to go a great love story with historical inaccuracies. Because if it's just, I don't like toxic romance. I don't like it. And if it's just meh, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, I don't care about this at all. So even if the world building was wonderful, if the love story is awful, if it's just meh or toxic, I wouldn't like the book. So yeah, a great love story, I can ignore historical inaccuracies. I guess if the love story is great enough. In my head, I'd be like, oh no, that's wrong. But I guess it depends how badly the inaccuracies are, and what the historical inaccuracies are. How bad is it? I don't know. Do you have people in the 1600s driving a car? What are they? I guess that would depend too. Okay, number 10. Read a book that has the best characters, plot, or writing. You can only choose one, but none of the others. Okay, it's either characters or writing. So if it has great characters, I'm okay if the plot's not there. But the writing, if it's bad writing, I can't. That's really hard to get past. It's really hard to get past. Okay, I'm going to say the best writing. Because if it's awesome writing, but it doesn't have much of a plot, that's okay because the writing will be so good. And the characters, even though I'm such a character person, it has to have good writing. Like, it has to. If it's terrible writing, I can't get past it. No, I have to. All right, number 11. Have a friend who loses your books or mistreats them, like stains them or breaks the spine. To be honest, either one, it doesn't matter, because if I get the book back and it's totally stained and it's all messed up, I would get rid of it. So it'd be like losing the book anyway. So it doesn't matter. They're both awful. Number 12. Never be allowed to visit a bookstore again. Oh, or be banned from all the libraries in the world. I'm going to say never be allowed to visit a bookstore again, because any book I would want to buy, I could still check out from the library. And does this count online? Like, can I still shop online? Just saying. I would hate to be banned from all libraries, So yeah, I would say never be allowed to visit a bookstore again, because like the library is so great. Like, there's so many books. I'm like, I want to read it from the library first to see if I like it, see if I want to own it. I would hate to have every book that I want to read to come from the bookstore that I'm spending money. So no, I would say, yeah, never be allowed to visit a bookstore again. I might tell my husband, hey, here's the list of the books I want. Go buy them for me. All right, number 13. Everyone hates your favorite books, or everyone loves the books you hate. I don't care. I'm gonna say everyone loves the books you hate. I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. I really don't care. You can hate the books I love. You can love the books I hate. It doesn't bother me at all. My reading taste is my reading taste. The books I like are the books I like. That's how it is. So yeah. Number 14. Only listen to audiobooks narrated by the worst narrator. For example, Mickey Mouse. Or only read physical books in terrible lighting. Only read physical books in terrible lighting, because I can get past that. But there's no way I could listen to a book narrated by Mickey Mouse. I have stopped books before because I didn't like the narration. I'm like, nope, can't listen to it. And I stopped it and just read it physically. Like, I can't get past that. But I can get past terrible lighting. I can get past that. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to imagine listening to like Stormlight, like read by Mickey Mouse, like Way of Kings. Can you imagine? Like, no, can't do it. All right, number 15. Books from the same series or collection that don't match. I hate that. Or read books printed in a tiny font. As much as I would hate reading books in a tiny font. I'm going to say that because my books, like, I really like them to match. Like, I really like them to match. It really bothers me if they don't. So, yeah, I'm going to say I'm going to read books in a tiny font. Hey, I mean, that's what magnifying lenses are for. So, yeah, no. Number 16. Never post another YouTube video or never watch YouTube again. I would never post another YouTube video again. There are so many YouTubers that I love watching. And, yeah, I would much rather not me post than not be able to watch them. So, yeah, I'd pick that one. And number 17, tag your BookTube friends. Well, I don't know who's done this and who hasn't, because I was tagged in this like a month ago. So I'm sure everyone who wanted to do it has done it. If you're watching this and you haven't done it and you would like to do it, please do so. Consider yourself tagged. So, but yeah, I don't want to tag someone who's already done it. I'm like, or you did it, Kelly. So yeah. Yeah. I hope that helped you get to know me a little bit better. Some of those questions are kind of tough. Some of them were kind of tough. Please like this video if you did. Please subscribe. I post videos every Monday and Thursday. And comment below. Let me know what you think about any of these questions. How would you answer them? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Tell me why. Just please be respectful. And remember, life's too short to drink bad tea. So don't do it. Bye.